welcome to Blackfeather Guild. Before we go in and say hi to the cast and get started with the show, I wanted to talk very briefly about viewer actions and a little bit about sponsors. So, first off, there's a number of ways that you can actually actively participate in the show through viewer actions. One of the easiest ways to do so is through retweeting the game tweet. You should see that somewhere in chat if it's not in there already. But you just click on that link and hit retweet, and for every 5 retweets that we get on that, it will add a bonus to the cast pool and the game master pool. Now, in most cases, that's going to be an extra d6 that they can add on to any roll. Basically, a great way to use that is if a player is almost meeting a DC, but they're just not quite there, they can grab one of those d6s from the cast pool, roll that, and then add that to their roll. Basically, is how that works. Same with the GM. So that's one of the easiest ways that you can participate that way. Another way is through guild coins. That's our Twitch channel points. If you look at the rainbow colored icon, it should have the Blackfeather Guild crest on it. It should be right below your Twitch chat box. If you click on that, it'll show you all the different things that you can get with those. The biggest one being plot points. Now, plot points, you can see an example right over here. They all work pretty much the same way. It's just a matter of how big of an impact they have. So for the example, when we've got 2 plot points, the player of your choice gets something moderately helpful or unhelpful. Enter any suggestions for the GM into chat, or you can have the GM come up with something entirely on their own. So just choose if you want it to be helpful or unhelpful to the party, and that's kind of how you can use them. You can throw in your own suggestions as well. How those work: 1 plot point is something trivially helpful or unhelpful. 2 is moderately, 3 is very, and 4 is very to the entire party. So if you want to do something to help the entire party or really throw a monkey wrench in their plans, 4 plot points will do that. So that's guild coins. And then finally, we've got donations. So if you want to help out with keeping the lights on in the place, so to speak, there's a number of ways that you can financially contribute. One of those being coffee.com/Raven or Raven.rocks. You can see both of those examples down there at the bottom. Those are the addresses to do direct donations. You can also do Twitch subscriptions or bits. Those work the same way. And then finally, Patreon. We've got a Patreon, which you should see in chat here any second if it's not there already. And our Bard tier patrons and higher get credits towards viewer actions every month that they can use on any show that they would like. You just have to let us know in chat how you want to spend those, and then we'll hand those out. So some very cool stuff. Before we hop over to see the cast, one last thing to mention is a couple things on this chart here. We've already covered the D6 and the plot points, but the triple crits, what that means is you can gift auto critical successes. And you can, it's triple because you get 3. You can divvy those out however you'd like. You can do 2 to the cast, 1 to the game master, all of them to the game master, however you want to do it. So they work much like the D6s. The cast members just grab that when they're available and they really need them and use them. So it's pretty cool. And then finally, the last one, introduce an ally or enemy NPC. Just give us a brief description of what you want this character to look like, kind of their character concept and a name, and let us know if you want it to be an enemy or an ally to the party, and the GM will basically take that and run with it. So really cool ways that you can participate. Lastly, I just want to take a quick moment to mention our sponsors. If you look at the logos down below, that's who's sponsoring this episode, and we'll talk a little bit about that before we introduce everybody as well on the next scene. So yeah, check all this stuff out, and thank them for supporting us, and thank you for being here and watching. Let's go say hi to the cast.
Hello, welcome back to school days. It's a Friday. That means it's time for the Super Teens. I am your GM, Matt, and we are going to get started. Sorry for missing. Things in my life have been a little bit chaotic recently, but we are back. We are going to be having some great times with our friendly neighborhood super teens. Finally getting to meet them in Eon City. I am vamping right now because there's an ad going on Twitch and I can't see the order of the players yet. Don't mind me.
I thought you said vaping for a second. I was like, is he vaping?
I am not ripping that sweet cotton.
Bust a cloud, man. Bust a cloud.
Okay, the ad is almost done. I am a professional, I promise. All right, we are going to get started with our normal introduction questions without missing a beat. We're going to be starting out with Wrath the One. Coming to you first. So, tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Hi there. I am currently under a rebrand, so I used to be Parlandarish 4E Online, but now I am just known as Mr. Par.
Ooh.
Short and sweet, and I think it's more aesthetically pleasing. So I was here last season on the Black Feathers Guild. I'm here this season. Might be here next season. Who knows? We will see. I am portraying Raphael Chiclana, Wrath the One, using the Doomed playbook in Masks. A seemingly influencer type who's just getting out into the world of superheroes, and we'll see how it goes for him.
All right. Nox, Aram, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. My name is Brian Ha. This is my first season here. Hopefully, if I'm able to bribe Raven and Matt more, I'll be the next season. No kidding.
I control nothing.
No. But
So no bribes my way, though I do take cookies for better roles.
all right.
I'm the
all right.
casting director. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
no,
Sorry.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So basically, if I bribe all of you, then I'll be in the next season. I'm kidding. No, but yeah. The character I am playing is Aaron. Their superhero name is Nox, and they are pretty sad person, edgy person who could cast shadows and portals and any mythical horror with shadows. They're a shadowy person.
All right. IDK, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm making it.
Great. So I'm Kat and Schrodinger, or Cat named Schrodinger, depending on where you want to find me. I'm playing ASDF, WTF, IDK, AFK, an alien from another planet. And yeah, I can fly and read people's minds, and I really want a pet kitten or a pet cat. And we'll see how that goes.
You'll find one.
We will see how that goes. Stone Strike, Philip, how are you doing today?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. Hi everyone. I'm Leland, also known as Leopold the Just on the interwebs. I am a player on this channel pretty consistently, and I'm playing on a few other channels when I get a chance to here and there. Don't actually have a channel of my own because my internet sucks too bad, but I can leech off of other people. That's super cool that way. But anyway, so yeah, I am playing a transformed. Yes, that's what it's called. I'm playing the transformed playbook, which is like your typical like beast kind of like the Thing kind of like character or whatever, and my powers consist of impenetrable armor and inhuman might, and yeah, I've kind of got that whole like juggernaut thing going where I can just smash through shit without really worrying about it. hurting myself. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, real tough. We'll beat you up. Oh, and I am like 70% made of elementals. I'll have art soon. Whenever Alex gets his computer fix, can finish drawing it. No, I'm just kidding. If you're watching this, take your time, please. All right.
All right. And hacktivist Margot, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. I am Stace Windu around the internets, and I guess since we're all talking about our association with this campaign, this is my first streamed persistent campaign, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Done a couple one shots before, but this is the first time I've done 3 sessions in a row for one campaign stream, so it's pretty exciting. I play Hacktivist, who is angry. She's very angry, and she can hack good. She can control machines, and she does have electrokinesis, although it hasn't made an appearance yet. So we're not quite sure what form that takes. And she is kind of a whole mood. It's honestly some therapy for me. I'm working through some stuff with Activist.
All right. Star, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine. I had a little disaster with my camera. Sorry about
Oh
that.
no.
But I'm good. I'm fixing it.
All right.
I'm Star, and she is like a dancer. She's kind of taking this as a break from like being in dancing competitions all the time, I think.
All right.
That's all I can think of to say right now. I'm not very good at this part.
Okay. That is a-okay. So before we dive into the action tonight, there are some things that we haven't been doing because it hasn't really come up yet. At the end of sessions, we're going to start doing some of that tonight. We also haven't really been keeping track of advances very well. So all of y'all, all 6 of y'all, fill up your advancement bar and take an advance.
Oh. This is exciting.
So y'all are going to get to make choices.
Oh, I forgot to say that choices are not in my I'm not big on decisions. They're not really my
Prefer things to be prescriptive.
thing.
Hey, hacktivist, I feel more powerful. Which way should I channel that?
Ooh. I'm not a metagamer, but which one do you think has the most advantage?
For what?
No, I'm just
Which
kidding.
option
I
are you
am
looking
kind
at?
of a metagamer. That was just a joke. These things are pretty cool. So I can take a move. I can just pick one of these advances,
Uh-huh.
any one of them. So I
Any
can
one
take a
of 'em?
move from someone else's playbook.
Yup.
Oh, that's bonkers.
You should get unstoppable like me, so you can also bust through walls.
This tiny hacker just like busting through walls.
It's like more like an anime than anything. She's just like really got to get where she's got to go. You know, it doesn't matter. There's no real explanation for it.
Is anyone using the Nova?
I don't think so. No, I don't believe they are.
Yeah, no one is.
Okay.
You're gonna take a note from the Nova playbook.
It's weird because one of the advancements is literally get burn in 3 flares from the Nova's playbook. I don't
Ooh.
know if that's like more in depth for something.
I
Oh,
chose
let's-
mine.
Okay, what you got?
I chose not human enough whenever I directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion, which is pretty much mostly me just smash. I can mark a condition to basically give myself another action, I think is what it means. I choose an additional option even on a miss. So I guess, yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I missed. Let me hit again.
Okay.
It's in the transformed moves. If you want to read it, it's the second one just to interpret it maybe a little bit better, but I think that's what it means.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to track this down.
Yeah, okay, so Burn is a special power of the Nova, and you would get to choose 3 things that kind of tie into that basically give you some new powers.
Oh my god.
But it almost always comes at a heavy cost to you. It's almost always going to make you mark conditions to get those. It's basically like your if you've watched My Hero Academia, it's like Deku using more than 5%.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, he never goes beyond 5%.
My
Unless he
character
has
is
to.
Plus
character's now
Ultra.
burning up. My character can be burning up mentally and now physically.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's exciting.
It's like you're
Yeah.
called the Doomed or something, racing towards your impending demise.
Yeah, go beyond. Go plus Ultra.
Okay, so Aram really just wants to see Raph just in a pile somewhere.
Okay.
No,
All right.
No, I'm just quoting, My Hero Academia.
Keep getting
I'm
more
sorry, I
powerful. Use
invoked
more.
that. That's
Use
my
more. It's more powerful.
Aram, have you chosen your advance yet?
I don't know yet. I'm currently stuck between the last 3 actually. Like I'm a little closer on take a sanctuary from the Doom playbook, or unlock the meaning of to unlock the remaining 2 powers of your suit. Oh, what does that
That's
mean?
interesting. Of your suite. So
suite.
you would let me look. I think that means you would get to basically choose like 2 more legacy moves.
Oh,
I think.
okay. I mean, if I'm being honest about Aaron's state or Aaron's point, I'm actually leaning closer to Sanctuary from Doom or a Moment of Truth.
Okay. So Moment of Truth is like the big moment in your character's arc where they kind of prove themselves.
Okay.
It describes it up at the top of that same page of your playbook.
Okay, my character's not there yet. All right. And then
So if you want to unlock your sanctuary, you can. That probably won't come into play today, but you and
Yeah.
I will talk about it. Just
Yeah.
like
a safe
Chris
space.
and I need to talk about his so that it can start coming into a play.
Yeah,
Check
a
my
safe
name.
space.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right. Kat, have you figured out which one you're going to take?
I'm waiting for my computer to respond.
Okay.
I'll throw it in chat when I figure it out.
Okay. And Nikki, did you hear that I said everybody gets to take one of their advances?
Yes.
Okay.
I just had to figure out this character sheet, which I've just been terrible about figuring out.
That is understandable.
So if I took the mask, would
Uh-huh.
it be a different mask?
Oh, let me check.
So it's take the mask and a secret identity from the Janus playbook.
It would
Oh.
be my mask. I'm kidding.
So I was just there. 1 second. Let me pull that up and read that real quick here. So the mask is you wear a mask and hide your real identity. Choose what label you try to embody while you're wearing the mask. Freak, danger, survival, or superior. So basically it would be like a double layer of hiding your identity.
Okay. I don't know if that's what I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Ooh. Actually, I think that I would like to take a move out of the delinquent playbook.
Okay.
I think that I would like to take Troublemaker. When you help a teammate through destructive, criminal, or rule-breaking actions, you can give them a +2 instead of a +1 when you spend a team from the pool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be so much fun. All right. All right. Kat, Nikki, then y'all when y'all figure it out, toss it into chat and we can talk about it. We are going to dive in with yet another beautiful framed shot of Eon City. Instead of its sunset, like it was when we left y'all, it's now morning. The sun has risen. There is fog over the harbor rolling through the shipping districts. It all looks very tranquil and peaceful. What are each of y'all doing as your morning routine? And also, if you'd like to, you can describe the bedroom that you claimed in the clock tower.
All right, so hacktivists, the key feature of her bedroom is the sheer number of outlets. She picked the room with the most outlets, and they are already all occupied with power strips. But no daisy chaining, that's dangerous, you know. So
That's why you need all of them.
yeah, that's why you have to have all the outlets. Yeah, I think just a lot of flat surfaces, most of them covered with electronics of some kind, and just enough space for a bed. And yeah, so her morning routine, she gets up, she rolls out, and she immediately sits down, fires up her PC, and not a Mac, her PC, and starts scrolling through the happenings because she is capital E, capital O, extremely online.
All right.
That hurt my head, but I like it.
All right. Well, what's Stone Strike's room?
Oh, hey, good idea. It's it's got a bunch of like metal band posters on the wall, a couple horror films. Let's see, bunch of Vampire the Masquerade books. And it's very dirty because dirt just falls off of. It's kind of sad.
And how do you start your day?
Trying out a new headset. I convinced someone to buy for me at the school. It's Audio Technica. They're just rocking out, eating Pop-Tarts.
All right.
That's probably about it. Yeah, just being a sad boy, listening to some goth metal. Talks about kind of some deep subjects, if I could understand what the lyrics. All right, yeah, that's about it.
Raph, what room did Wrath the One pick?
Anyone sort of top of the tower?
That no one has claimed, no one has said so yet. So have that.
Cool. Would anyone like to claim that before I claim? All right, I'll leave it to IDK. I think just a room relatively higher up, though. Oh man. Yeah.
You can have it, and I could live in the Clockworks at some place. I'm not really partial. You can have a real room. I don't really need a real room.
I forced you. I feel like it'd be a very awkward moment where both our characters go for the same room. She's like, well, go ahead, be my guest. And then it's like, no, be my guest. Like, oh, no, please, I insist.
What if it's split in half?
That's fair.
Split.
It's
True.
maybe it's a big clock tower.
Very true. That could work. What does my half of the room look like? I got definitely got some bean bags in there. Got some new consoles. Got my bed set up. It's way too big, like it almost encroaches on the other half of the room. There's way too many pillows. There's like 10 on the bed. It's all very orange themed because his costume's orange.
Nice.
And for some reason, it's random, but there's like a speed bag on one end of the on one end of the room. There's no other equipment in here to like work out or like any other boxing equipment. It's just a random speed bag.
Does it say Ref the One on the side of it? Have your own logo on there and stuff?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh no! Wait, there's one poster in there, and it's he looks at it before he leaves, and it says, "Stay Raffical."
It's worse than Brian's superhero jokes.
It's a picture of him in full costume, giving like the like Captain America thumbs up, and it just says "Stay Raffical" on it.
Leo, you can't out me like that. Come on.
Yeah. You do them off stream on purpose, don't you?
Oh my!
So Raph, how do you start your morning?
I think Ralph probably gets up in the morning, goes for a jog. Doesn't wake up early, but gets up in the morning, goes for a jog immediately, just to like, physical fitness. Gets out there, gets some coffee, does a morning stream, kind of a morning, fitness / a breakfast stream where basically just goes for a run with his viewers, and then sits and chats for like an hour while eating breakfast. It's like a mukbang morning. Gets back and then showers, gets dressed for the day, probably bugs his teammates, whoever's around, either to game or train, because he's into the whole combo ideas. Probably he kicks his mornings off.
All right. Aram, what room did you choose?
Yeah. So like Aaron's room is like basically the most lo-fi hip hop type of room that you'll ever see. Essentially, it's a it's a fusion of things, right? So like it doesn't look very rich but it doesn't look poor, because Aaron tries to hide the fact that their family has a reputation, and they have a rich family, but they try to hide that fact by having like quote unquote things that like a poor person would have, but not really. They would have like the room would definitely be like a little checkered, so like velvet and black, especially the floors, and they would have a lot of stuffed animals that would remind them of like cuteness and innocence, because they don't look like monsters at all. They would have some potted plants, because they don't trust themselves owning living creatures. They have also neon lights, so definitely like the 80s vibe colors of like purple, like neon purple, neon pink, is some yellow of the LED lights around, and also speakers that would kind of drown out their sorrows with lo-fi beats, and anything chilling. Um, I'd also like shelves of books. That's really about it. To start their morning, they basically have some sort of a hangover. If they're able to if they manage to have like drink alcohol, like underage drinking, be the night before, they would definitely be, wake up hungover. But if they don't, they will wake up dizzy or um, tired from um, their medication, and they would uh, basically just lay in the bed for like 30 minutes and then uh, scroll over the internet, hugging their cute their stuffed animals, and like look at the books, listen to music, and like just wallow in the room, looking up, practically doing nothing.
All right. IDK, tell me about your half of the shared room that y'all just willed into being, and how you start your morning.
I have a hammock.
Good. Do you use it?
Occasionally. It's like a sleeping bag hammock where like I don't know that I have a whole grasp on Earth's gravity thing. So it's kind of like I can wrap myself into it, and it's tied to the wall, so I don't float away while I'm asleep. And I would say that I'm pretty much like that's it. I have like this what probably looks like an oversized like 1995 Windows computer type thing. But if you give it a closer look, it's more like this foreign tech. It's a device that I can, and it's a device. It also has a pneumatic tube attached to it. That like, it just like it disappeared. Like it's like the tube kind of ends at some point, or just like fades out and disappears. And it's this weird, unexplainable like way for me to send things home to my family and receive things. And it's also a communication device. And I would probably say there's also like a little bit of clutter of random things that I found on Earth that are neat, and I want to like surround my space with this. Maybe like there's a chunk of moss just kind of on the floor, because that's where I found it originally, on the floor, but outside. There's probably some feathers and maybe somebody's hat that I stole when they weren't looking. And I kind of start every day like kind of like coming out of my little pod hammock thing. I check my computer, I guess, for anything like any communication from family or things like that. And then I just kind of like float out the window and go exploring the city and looking for things that are new and fun and exciting. Things like that.
All right. And Star, which room did you choose in the clock tower?
It's going to be one, because you get like one with a window, and she'll have on one side like some mirrors and a bar, because even though she's taking a break from competing, she still wants to stay in shape. And otherwise the room is just like got pictures of like her dancing and trophies or medals. It's just really plain except for the dance related stuff because that's what she's done. And it doesn't really matter where it is as long as she has that window and that dance bar.
Okay. And how does Star start her day?
She gets up at like 4:30 and practices dancing. You know, she does her stretching, her dancing, and then she'll have breakfast, which is it's probably not junk because she'll eat the junk when everybody else has it. So it's probably like the one healthy meal she has a day.
Okay.
And then she'll like do a couple more stretches or jogging or whatever, and then like find everybody else.
All right. Okay. So everyone has kind of started their day when all of you get you hear a beep, and it comes from your phone that you have been given. And on there is a text message that just says, "Everybody meet up in the lobby. We're going on a tour."
Who's it from?
It is signed Romulus, which is the superhero identity now y'all all know of Stephanie Villalobos in her kind of wolf-themed Iron Man style armor.
Quick question: how am I sounding?
You sound good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just like sluggishly but quickly just put on my clothing or my costume inside first, and then my casual clothing, and then just went. And my umbrella. I always need my umbrella.
Hacktivist is gonna wait 5 minutes before she does anything.
Okay.
I'm oh,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to probably return to the lobby immediately and wait.
Oh, no, Hacktivist texts back OMW and then waits 5 minutes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I am probably going to show up last because I wasn't paying attention to my phone. I was like too busy listening to like a Cradle of Filth or something, just rock it out. And then, yeah. So I'll show up late, like, oh, sorry about that.
I finished reading out all my donos and subs this stream, and then I show up.
Gotta build that community.
Smash that like button.
All right,
Go ahead
boys.
and hit that
Gotta see you later.
subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get notifications.
So you can reach an affiliate and then partnership later.
Dropping a raid on Red Dragon 12.
Wait, do you
Going
guys
over,
stream?
showing some love.
So, Hacktivist, while you're waiting your 5 minutes, you get a second text message from someone else that just says, "Ooh, keeping the boss waiting. Dig the style. M." And at the same time, now might be a good time to let you know what you found in all of that hacking that you did the last couple of episodes.
Oh, yes.
So one of the things you found was a map of Eon City. But unlike any of the regular maps that you can just pull up or look at, yours shows a subterranean system of tunnels that in any other city you might think were a subway. But these are all hidden. There's no readily available public access. There doesn't seem to be any city records tied to them. And the more that you look at it, the more you think that this might be Romulus's personal means of getting around the city as fast as they do. And as you're kind of reviewing this data, Minnie pops up with another text message and says, I'm going to throw you a bone because you annoy the boss sometimes, and I love it. 2 blocks down, old phone booth, code 239, your own private access to Romulus's personal subway.
No.
Don't abuse it. Winky face.
Does Hacktivist know who this is?
No. Sorry, I said a name when I shouldn't have. It's still signed M.
Yeah. So she's gonna text back, new phone, who this?
You get a voice memo after a minute that just goes, I'm Minnie. I work for Romulus.
Okay. No spelling. So is it Minnie? Like,
Oh, Minnie like the mouse. Minnie.
okay. Ooh. Well, I think we've established that Hacktivist isn't a Mac or Apple person, so she doesn't react. She just types back a smiley face.
Wonderful. Eventually, when everyone gets down to the lobby, Stephanie is waiting there, and she makes sure to just kind of a little bit scowl at Hacktivist, but there's not really any fire behind it yet.
Yet.
Oh, give her a minute. She's just barely had her 3rd cup of coffee this morning. She nods and she says, okay. Well, today's your day to get to know the city. This is Reynard. He is an employee of mine. He's going to be taking you all around, showing you some sights, introducing you all to the place you're going to live, letting you know kind of the areas that we and your mentors would prefer that y'all not go to if you can avoid it, just because of some political issues, and just some dangerous things to be prepared for, and just so y'all can kind of get a grasp of the city. And from out behind her steps an older man, very much be thinking Alfred from Batman. And he turns and gestures, and the doors to the clock tower open up, and parked out on the street is basically a stretch Suburban. And he gestures you in. How are y'all treating the ride around town in a stretch Suburban? Possibly the weirdest stretch vehicle ever.
I'm gonna just go ahead and assert my dominance as a fellow collaborative storyteller and say that they had to strap a trailer to the back of it in order for me to fit. So.
Oh, you're not using your rune?
No, I'm gonna use it for special occasions. I'm kind of trying to. I don't know. I do. Yeah, it would make sense for me too. I almost forgot about it, but
it's your choice.
Yeah, my character does.
It's all your choice, Philip. It's all your choice.
Do I still weigh a lot? Though I imagine I'm just like weighing down the side of.
Oh, it's magic.
All right. All right. Well. All right.
By which I mean whichever you find best and most enjoyable at that moment.
I'm gonna use it and then just like click it off whenever we like engage, because I like my intimidating form really is a part of my whole shtick. So,
fair enough.
Nice. Wait, can I film in here?
Of course. There's nothing. This is just a vehicle.
Everyone's cool with that, right?
Wait, since when do you actually ask permission?
Oh yeah,
No,
he
no.
wasn't at summer camp.
True. It's a learning curve.
Fair. Yeah, I figure Aaron would just waltz right or sit right in, unless there's anything weird with the vehicle.
There sure doesn't seem to be.
All right. I'll sit in like the far back.
It's gonna make a
All right.
sick vlog, guys.
Yeah, like those YouTubers are always like in fancy houses and cars and jets and stuff. So I'll probably get you some views or whatever.
Oh, maybe I can convince him to let me drive it.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Do you need me to hold the camera?
Clickbait. Clickbait. I bought a stretch limo for $1 million.
Heck yeah, that'll get him.
Yes. Let's do it.
Can I text Romulus?
Sure.
I'm gonna text her, or text. Did you? Hey, I've been meaning to ask. Did you find anything new or any new details regarding the plane incident?
Dot. It's just the dots of someone typing for
Yeah.
a while.
Okay.
And then she says, we'll talk later.
Okay. I'll reply back.
Fishy.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, I said that's fishy. The
okay.
dot.
Yeah.
Obviously, she was trying to type something really big and then decided not against it last minute.
I'll message back. I left out. I forgot to mention one detail about the incident.
Immediate reply. Oh.
I said, a missile made out of plant hit us.
Paused. Pause. Makes sense. We'll talk later.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't mention that to the 4 horsemen. I remember. The detail important.
Hey, while we're on the ride, do I have enough time to have a heart-to-heart with everybody?
Well, how are IDK Star and Hacktivist climbing into this limo?
Oh, Hacktivist was like, as soon as she walked out the front doors and saw the situation, she called shotgun and jumped in the front.
I probably just got into the vehicle and I don't know. I feel like this would be very boring because I've already explored this city like 10 times.
Fair. Star?
Star just she'll just kind of get in and look for snacks.
There are plenty.
Okay, well she's just gonna grab some and just kind of slump down and try not to like look out the window or anything and just have snacks.
All right. Now, before y'all talk, are any of y'all from Eon City?
Star is.
Star is. Okay, so 2 of y'all are going to be very bored by this. Great. All right. Philip, you wanted to be talking to people as y'all are going?
Yeah. Yeah. So Knox, you were talking about that missile or whatever. You remember when I fell out of the plane and into that that lake.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I was down there. And, I was trying to find my way out. And, found this like cave entrance or whatever, and I thought maybe there might be like some air pockets or something. Sure enough, there was like a whole section that had air in it, and I was talking to. I ended up finding myself talking to this woman who I think might have been responsible for that missile. You know, she told me that she wanted to give me a gift or something because of being a child of Earth, and she what out of game or out of character, what was it, like a seed or something that she gave me that gave me the ability to transform?
It was a bulb, like on
A
like
bulb,
a
yeah.
like what like an orchid grows from,
Yeah,
and it's
I
got
like,
runes engraved in it.
oh, so I just have it in my pocket.
It's wherever you wanted it to be.
Oh, that's right. I like attached it to like my shoulder or something, I think. Okay, yeah, this thing here, and I don't want to pluck it off. I'll end up being like.
Does the bulb look similar to what the enemies we face that they have, like those green eyes people?
Actually, Aram, I need you to roll assess the situation.
All right, I will assess the situation.
I'll try to just reveal a bit of my shoulder and show the bulb off.
There is absolutely nothing where he's pointing.
I don't see the bulb.
This right, it's right here. It's right between the joint on my shoulder right here.
That looks like a tattoo. I don't see you as that person though.
So, would with my like mind, would I be able to like hear and or see like Stone Strike's thoughts and know more information?
Are you actively trying to, or are you just getting like surface level?
I feel like at this point in the conversation, I might try to actually search for more information.
Okay. Let's see here. I want you to make a roll.
But yeah,
Why would she give you it?
I don't know. I think I kind of feel like she might be trying to recruit me. I'm.
But wait, then why are you keeping it?
This form of mine isn't exactly something I'm cool with, man. Shit's messed up. Like I can't even. I have to wear this leg brace.
What's messed up about it?
I'll probably never ever get a girl again. That's what's messed up. I only got laid once.
Okay.
And I don't even know if it was that. It was a kiss. But yeah,
that's not getting laid.
Oh well, whatever. I don't even know. You see, now I'm this giant creature.
To note, Aram, right now he is not a giant creature.
Yeah, you're not a giant creature.
Well, that's because this bulb lets me transform or whatever.
Well,
hey, can you driver?
Yes, sir.
Could you pull over for a second, please?
Of course.
All right. So I'm gonna hop out and just try and deactivate the bulb.
You can.
All right, and then just go back to my original form.
All right. He does that. While that's happening, IDK, either do Pierce the Veil or Unleash Your Power. I'll let you do either one. Pierce the Veil is going to be the more subtle choice. Unleash Your Power is going to be the more obvious choice.
All right. Let me look at my labels.
Okay.
I think maybe pierce the mask.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll mundane.
Oh, all
Ooh.
right. Okay.
Sweet.
So with Pierce the Mask, the game says that you can ask 3 of the questions provided. You can do that if you'd like, or I can tell you what you see digging in, like deliberately focusing and looking into Stone Strike's mind.
The second one, I just kind of want to like see what
Okay.
I know. Like I as a
Okay.
player know because I was here.
Fair.
But
So because you got the 10, because you got a full hit on this, Stone Strike is not going to be aware that you're looking into his mind like this, unless you choose to tell him or you choose to let him know in some other way. So what you see is you see his recollection of events kind of in like flashes, like how memories happen. They're not always clear or exactly linear, but as he was describing it, you can kind of follow that path. But you can't see the face of the person he's talking about. It is clouded. There's almost like static over it a little bit, like it's got like wavy dream lines, like blurring it. Whatever your brain interprets as, there is relevant information here. It has been blocked.
huh.
An important question.
Would I recognize her as like a threat to our to people who are not Stone Strike?
Let me think for 1 second, and let me ask you another question while I'm thinking. Is IDK's powers, are they magic? Are they mystically based? Or are they kind of natural for your people?
Oh, they're natural for my people,
Okay,
but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not mystical.
that's true.
They're definitely like they're natural for my people. They're not natural for human people. And
Okay.
I would say like I think it's more like an aura or like there's like that my people are just really a lot more aware of like the kind of like a person's like soul or essence or aura and like how to control that. And
Okay.
it's very convenient to that when you're close to somebody to just talk mindfully.
Okay, so not necessarily like magic as in mystic powers, spells, that kind of deal.
Right.
Okay. So you can hear what she told him. And if you heard the voice again, you would probably be able to place it. But it's kind of, there doesn't seem to be anything distinct about it in the memories that you're getting. Again, like something's kind of obscuring details. Everything that she's saying to him, the tone of it all sounds very nice, but it also sounds sus as hell.
What's that mean?
Suspicious.
Oh, okay. All right. Like
So,
I feel like I understand how fascism works and how like us and them otherism works as a
Yeah.
character.
very
So, like,
much so.
I definitely heard that previously.
Yeah.
So yes, like I understand like the us versus them kind of feel for it, and it's like it might feel doubly suspicious because I'm not only am I not of like the physical Earth, but I'm actually not from this planet.
Yeah, you are something that she has not even like. You are so other that she's not even devoted energy to you. Like,
Out of the world.
yeah, literally. Okay, so we're going to catch back up to the action, and yes, Philip, you can just as easy as it's been every time you've tried it. You can revert back to your full shape.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so
I mean,
when
if you
Go ahead.
ask me, you're still yourself. You're not a creature.
yeah,
It's the powers that are, you're born with these, right?
no, I mean they just kind of. I don't really actually know how I got it.
Right, but they're given to you. You have these powers.
Yeah, I was out hunting one day and fell into like a swamp and almost drowned, and this green light like carried me back up to the surface, and then the next day I looked down and it's almost funny now. My left foot started to turn into clay. It was kind of weird, and then just ever since then I've been slowly taking over, I feel like. But the more I don't know. I took the bulb because I've always been really ashamed of myself, but we've done some pretty cool stuff together these past few months, and uh, I feel like I might not need it as much.
Yeah,
And now that
definitely.
and honestly, the more I think about it, the more it could be dangerous. What if she's like listening through it or something?
Well, if she's the one who fired a plant missile at us, who downed the ship or downed the plane, like, are you sure about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm positive. She even admitted to it.
Then
And
you should probably take the bulb away, or
uh, hey, hey, WTF or whatever,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
that's me.
do you think? I know you can do some cool stuff with your brain. Can can you like look at stuff and tell if it's got like mind powers hooked up to it or something? I don't really know the technical term.
Are you asking if I can determine whether this can I actually see the bulb at this point?
Yeah, I'm actually in my regular form and I'm holding the bulb out my palm.
Roll assess the situation for me, Kat.
Okay.
You're going to get a bonus because you know what he is talking about. You're going to get a +2.
Awesome. So basically what I am doing narratively is I'm trying to read the bulb's mind.
Okay.
And that's superior.
Sure.
Ooh, ow.
Did you add the +2 to that in your roll?
I did.
Okay. You know what he's talking about. You see it in his memory. There is nothing in his hand.
Wait a minute. 2d6 plus 0 modifier.
Then you would actually have you would have an 8. So, okay. So
Okay.
I have a
strike
question.
what I said. Yeah, what's up?
No, go ahead. Just cue me up. Go ahead. Keep talking.
So you actually got an 8, which is a partial success. So instead.
Oh, wait, but I also have a +2 to superior. So would that be a 10?
You rolled the 2d6 plus superior, right? Like you clicked on the superior button.
Yeah.
That takes your modifiers into account for superior.
Okay.
So you got an 8. So you see there is something there, but there is an energy about it that is very not normal, not something you've ever dealt with, that is actively blocking anyone from seeing or largely even being aware of what is what is being talked about.
So the more we talk about it, the less we can see it.
Pretty much.
It's not talking, and it doesn't like being talked about, is what I'm saying to Philip Stonestrike right now. I
Okay,
think
sorry.
it might try
I
and run
ahead.
away if you talk about it too much.
Well, we can talk something else in the meantime. I mean, speaking of powers, can we all give each other, or at least give me a rundown of what of all your powers? My apologies for skipping 2 months of team bonding.
Before we get into that, who all is outside of the car right now? Is it just the three of you, or is it anyone else?
It's definitely me for sure.
I'm assuming the car door is open.
Okay. But are you outside? Not because of your question, because of other things.
Well,
Right.
Who all is outside right now?
before you get to other things, since the thing I have a question about already happened, could I go ahead and ask it?
Sure.
Okay, so I have this team move that says when I share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, which I feel like admitting that I like all that shit that I just talked about was kind of that.
Mhm.
It says to ask my team if they think I'm losing or gaining humanity. And if I say I'm losing it, something happens. If they say I'm gaining it, something else happens. Is that
If you-
relevant to that situation, or?
Do you want that to be relevant?
I mean, I'd like to get some use out of it because I feel like that's so rarely going to come up, and I'm always going to think about it after the fact. So I don't know. Because it says if I'm losing, I mark a condition and mark potential, which I don't really know what potential does.
It's what levels you up for advancement. It's those 5 boxes. Once you mark all 5, you get an advancement.
Okay, actually, so yes, I would like this to kick in because both of these things have a good aspect to them.
Okay.
So yeah, do you all think I'm losing my humanity or gaining humanity?
I think you're gaining humanity.
Star from inside of the car with a bag of chips in her hand says she thinks she's gaining it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think IDK really knows how to answer that.
Well, what do you think?
Abstain from this vote.
Okay. So that's two. I'm just gonna go with gaining that then. Unless anybody else thinks I'm really losing it over here, just speak up now.
I'll be outside the car.
All right. But yes, I am also. But and so I am gaining humanity. So I would clear a condition, but I shift mundane up and another label down, which is what I will do actually.
All right. Go ahead and do that. So Aram and Philip, roll assess the situation.
Oh boy.
And also Hacktivist, also roll assess the situation for other reasons.
Okay, 7. Oof.
Okay. All right. And Stone Strike?
My bad.
No, you're good.
Oh, I just lowered superior. Isn't that perfect?
No, that's good. Perfect. Aram, you catch like a bright bit of movement out of the corner of your eye, which is going to allow you to like turn and look at it. And you're going to be able to just barely get out of the way of something, but you're not going to have time to react. Activist, someone has cracked into your message program, and you get the distinct feeling that you have been tracked by someone that you weren't aware of until this moment. Stone Strike.
Cyber hacked.
3 ninja style, like right out of Naruto, ninja style throwing knives are in your dirt arm.
Cool.
They don't hurt you.
I
They're
know.
just there.
I'm
And
too awesome to be hurt.
And 6 neon color coded in full over the top ninja gis drop out around the SUV. And the first one in a bright neon red goes, "We are the neon ninjas. Turn over the hacker." And we're going to take a quick break.
My character, but my
What did you
character's gonna
do?
my character's gonna
We're-
yell, "Is this a training exercise?" No, I'm sure I probably didn't even notice it happen.
I sigh and say, I should have asked for your powers earlier.
I turn hacktivist 360 degrees.
Yes, please. We are back, and there are ninjas everywhere.
Neon ninjas.
We're going to start with Hacktivist, though. You want to try to
Yeah.
figure out who's messing with you?
First of all, her door's not open, right? She's in the
Correct.
shoddy, so she just slouches a little. And yeah, she's gonna try to figure out who is in her messaging app.
All right. Let's see here. Roll assess situation for me.
Okay. Ooh.
All right. So, mark potential. Whoever it is, they know you well enough to know how to get around your countermeasures. Would I do that? You do also notice out of the corner of your eye that Reynard, the butler man who is your driver for the day, has very calmly and very quietly hit a red button on the dashboard. So, two of you are outside. The rest of you are inside. And there are very brightly color-coded neon ninjas all around. Now, any of y'all that are familiar with the superhero community, so I'm specifically thinking Aram here would probably know this. The Neon Ninjas are a mercenary villain group that is frequently hired out by business tycoons as bodyguards or errand people or messengers. Hacktivists would probably know this as well. They are a known fact, and they demonstrate their skill by being the most obvious ninjas on the planet. Hence the neon color-coded keys.
Do I know which generation they started?
They have rotated through. Their membership changes every job,
Or
so
like,
it could be anybody.
oh no, I meant like the organization. When did it start, or do I know?
It's been around for a while, probably 50s or 60s.
Okay.
What y'all gonna do?
Um,
Oh, it's
So-
not hacktivist. Or,
is there a commotion I can hear?
Oh yeah. Someone yelled very loudly, "Give us the hacker!"
Okay. Right. I'm gonna step out of the vehicle. Hey, bro, what hacker?
Margot Dupree.
What? Who was that?
I only know a hacktivist.
Did
okay.
you say that?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay. First off, what are these you're wearing? I mean, what is this? The Bronze Generation? I like your organizations from all the way back.
The Shadow Kid. Blue, take him. And the
Tell
blue
me.
guy dives at you with like a flying kick.
I reactively flip a portal like in front of me.
Okay, roll for that.
All right. Is that
Uh, directly engage a threat or unleash your power.
unleash my powers?
All right.
Hiya.
Okay, so. Dip-a-dip-a-doo. All right. So you are going to pull this off. You will mark a condition. So pick one of the conditions that you feel both best fits.
Okay.
So let's see. Basically, what's going to happen is this blue ninja is going to reappear through another portal at an inopportune moment.
Oh.
Oh.
It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So just making sure, just to be clarified, the ninja did not step into my portal.
Oh, he went through it.
I went through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just gonna reappear from another one at some point. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, because I get to. Right.
Oh no.
Oh.
I get to choose when that because it's an unstable or temporary effect.
Oh. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So tell me. I yell out after you step into the portal. I yell out. So tell me, which silver spoon did you bite from?
From the other side of the vehicle, one in a white gi goes, "We don't reveal our employer to anyone. Give us the hacker."
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're just students.
I
Go ahead.
I want to shout out and while doing this, unleash my powers and ask, "Why do you want the hacker?" And like, I literally am like going to like search their minds and ask them why. Like they can't lie to me, basically.
Okay, roll that unleash your power then, or pierce the mask. Still, the choice is still yours. Both
cue
those
me
still
up.
work.
Cue me up for something too. I've got
Okay.
an idea. So.
I'm going full power on this one.
Do it. Love it.
That's freak, right? Or superior? No, that's freak. Okay.
That's freak. All right. So mark potential. They are well-trained minds, well-trained ninja minds, full of focus and fury, and you get
Or
weird
nothing.
flashes of like fighting as a team in multicolored costumes all the time. Very Power Rangers.
My one weakness, a mind full of basically nothing.
Yep. Stone Strike, what you got?
How far are these things away from me?
Well, blue just dove through a portal, so let's say green is a few feet to your left, and most likely they're the one who threw the knives into your arm because they have green ribbons on them.
Okay. Is there? Okay. I'm going to rip the door off of the car and hit the person with it.
That feels like an unleash your power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do that.
I can do that one. I'm good at that one.
Not the stretch.
Yeah, one of the big side doors, just yanking it off with my stone hand instead of my strong hand. It's my stone hand, and I'm just gonna smash them across the face if possible.
All right.
Let's yeah, full hit.
Oh yeah.
11.
So tell me how you send green flying off a bridge.
All right, so I'm basically going to I'm gonna hit them with the car door, and they grab onto it, like stick their arm through the window and try and grab onto it, like as a defense mechanism. And then once I realize they're attached, I just lift them up off the gun and like just sort of like tomahawk throw them through the air off the bridge.
Beautiful. I love it. So green.
And then I flip them off with my flesh arm.
And I'm really glad you specified one of the big side doors because that means that Hacktivist is still safe in the front seat.
Yeah.
All right.
Doors on the side.
Yeah, I didn't want to like. I actually I know this is like kind of me retroactive to send this, but I really did specifically think like
He did.
Like I don't want to rip the door off and like leave.
I
leave her
look over to
exposed.
Reynard and say, "Don't worry, my dad will pay this."
Bro, I don't give a shit who's paying it. I'm gonna rip these guys a new asshole.
Oh, Stone Strike needs to vent some rage a little bit here. These ninjas chose the wrong day. Raph, Nikki, Raph, Star, or Hacktivist, what you doing?
Well, Raph has recovered from actually forgetting Hacktivist's real name.
Good.
Which kind of helped with the act because it was just like, wait, who is that? Oh.
It's like that moment when someone's secret identity just comes across and you're almost not even paying attention to it. It's like, what? Oh, wait, hold on a second. That's important information.
Awkward moment of like, oh, hope she didn't hear that. Gets out to join Stone Strike.
You were probably recording when it came up, unfortunately.
Yeah. Cut that out later.
Oh, remember they monitor before they let it go live. People are on top of this. That got
your
bleeped.
mods. You have your mods.
Yes. Yes. So Raph gets out of the car. All right. 18 versus the Neon Nobodies. Issue number 1.
I love this character so much. I'm sorry.
Actually, he's gonna look over at Stone Strike and say, "Dude, we can do Super Strike Bros."
Yeah. Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing?
All right. So here's Super Strike Bros. Wrath creates 2 psychic constructs. One over Stone Strike's stone arm to make it look like a mech arm. Let's say a la Optimus Prime.
Good.
And
Love it.
he creates a psychic construct on his own arm, his right arm, I believe. Your left, my right. That looks like, let's say, a mech arm a la Bumblebee, sort of thing. And we're going to deliver a little tag team uppercut as the Super Strike Bros.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see if I can actually make that happen.
I just got that ability, not human enough, and this is pretty terrifying threat towards the enemy. So I could mark a condition to give myself that additional action to do it.
Sure, love it. Do that, and then both of y'all roll to directly engage a threat. The bad guys currently within view of y'all are Red, who is at the front of the Suburban, and White, who is at the tail end. There are 2 others on the other side that y'all have not directly seen yet.
All right.
It's Pink and Black.
It's danger. Okay.
Go power losers.
Come on, my first roll.
Wait, is there actually such thing as a neon black?
Yes.
A 9?
Blacklight
Okay, that's
effective?
interesting.
I don't
All
A
right.
9?
Yeah,
And it's super dark
you're gonna
black.
hit. And Stone Strike, did you roll for your?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget. It doesn't say that I have to. It just says I take a condition. I'm rolling for
no, no.
attack.
Yeah.
Attack,
So roll
yeah.
plus danger on this.
Okay, my bad.
One. You're good.
Oh, 7 hits though.
Yes, it does. So the 2 of y'all basically do y'all. So y'all are going to trade blows with this guy. Do you want to not get hit by it, or create an opportunity for your allies, or to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition?
Definitely impressed for me.
Yeah, frightened for me.
Great. So tell me how the 2 of y'all just like sandwich this poor ninja.
I would like to strike the ground, causing some of the concrete to launch up into like almost like an uppercut attack.
Cool.
And then maybe Wrath could like punch the chunk of concrete and then add to the force or something cool like that, or whatever idea you had. That was just my. I definitely want to strike the ground though, and use some of the earth as the.
Speaking of Power Rangers, I think I pull a straight up Power Rangers-esque move. I jump off your shoulder and just deliver like a Superman punch.
Excellent.
Beautiful. All right. So the White Ninja is going to go reeling back. They are not in a great way, and they look pretty uncomfortable with engaging the 2 of y'all in the rest of this fight. So Star, Activist, what are y'all up to?
Star is. Are any of them like looking at the car? They're just dealing with the people outside.
Pink and Black on the other side are still pretty focused on the car.
Okay, Star's going to say, okay, we can either drive off or we could try to sneak out and just run past them to get you away from these jerks. To hacktivists.
What?
Those jerks that are out there, we need to get away from them.
I mean, do we know that they're here for me?
I don't know, let's just go.
How many hackers do we have in the group?
Specifically named Margot Dupree.
I mean, it's
No,
pretty
Doesn't matter, we gotta
easy.
get her out of here.
You know, Nox does have the hacker aesthetic. You know those.
Oh, yeah,
fantasy
that is
fictionals.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so let's just get out of here.
You want to just run and leave everyone?
No, if we take the car, we could just drive around.
But I don't want to leave them.
Okay, so we have to get out and like hide you and then let them know that we're hiding you.
I'm just gonna text my mom.
What is she gonna do?
What?
Still,
What?
she's probably a superhero.
Okay, please do that, activist. I love it.
So I-
Star is gonna look out then while Hacktivist is,
Oh,
is
this is
texting.
great.
She's gonna look out before nobody's like trying to invade the car.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
The pink ninja looks like she is trying to pick the lock of the back door on the side that wasn't ripped off by Stone Strike.
Is the window up or down?
It's up.
Should tap dance on her face. That'll teach her.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. We can flip over to Hacktivist if you want to think about your next move real fast.
Can she roll down the window and throw a can and then roll it back up? Does she have enough time for that?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, she's gonna do that.
All right, roll plus danger for me. So there on your sheet, just hit that dice icon next to danger.
Star is such a spirit animal. Holy
That's-
cow.
So far, her mode of attack is just has been to pick up objects and fight. She's like a bar fighter, or more than anything, just like pick up
Yeah.
random shit, throw it
Hey,
at people, and kick their asses
Using
with
the
it.
environment. Using the
It's great.
environment. That's
I think it's
great.
great. No, I didn't say anything bad about it at all. Trust me.
It's
It's like-
like Jackie Chan level of combat.
It's
Yes, that's exactly what I was
refreshing.
thinking. Jackie Chan is my hero.
Did it roll?
Classic.
No, it didn't. You want me to just hit that button for you real fast?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you nail him.
Good.
Tell me what happens to this ninja.
Gets a
Describe
can.
this scene for me.
Star rolls down the window, and in her can is in her hand is a can of like fake diet it's a fake diet Mountain Dew that tastes like orange for some reason. But she slams it and it like explodes all over, like it hits really hard, and then it like fizzes all over that ninja's face
All right.
as Star rolls the window back up.
You definitely hear a dude just go, oh, as you roll the window up.
I hate orange.
Activist, tell me what this text to your mom is
supposed
all
to be
about.
orange.
What's going on?
Oh yeah. So she texts her mom and she's like, OMG, mom, the neon ninjas, all caps.
How fast does your mom text back?
I would say that she's a proficient. Oh, how fast? I think she would text back immediately.
Okay. So she just pretty quickly the reply comes back just well, they were in the city and you are hanging out with a bunch of those metas. And you can like feel it, like feel the italics around that word.
Your mom is rude.
Had to get you out somehow, dear.
She just says, no, you didn't. I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Well, maybe your friends can put on a show and then you can come see me. I've purchased, taken, claimed all of those words, like in that order. Claimed. I've chosen a skyscraper here in town since you're choosing to live in this dirty city. Come see me sometime. And she drops a Geo pin.
And Hacktivist just sends back like the roll eye emoji. She's, I'm not going there.
Perfect. Your mom texts back to me like, we'll see. Maybe you can shock me for once.
She's gonna leave that on red.
All right. What's happening outside the car? Aram probably. You got another thing to do?
So I noticed that that Pink was trying to open the door to the
They
car.
were on the other side of the car. You probably heard them.
I probably heard them. So
you probably
once
heard the reaction from Star's attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, their shadow.
If I hear them, do I see them now?
You can kind of make out the shape looking through the windows.
Cool. I close up the portal and I yell out, "Hey!" And then I immediately sprung the shadow out of their glowy outfit. And then you know what happens when light shines the brightest? And once again, the shadow silhouettes pop out and they start attacking the glowy ninjas.
Okay. Unleash your power there for me.
Yeah. Can I say that this might not have effect on my roll, but can I say that since they're glowy, they're like brighter?
Of course.
And shadows are,
I don't know that it'll have an effect, but depending on how you do. Okay. So you're going to get them out there. They are basically going to be fighting against Pink. Pink is pretty good, but does have gross diet soda in his face.
Yeah, and also yell out to Renard. Can we call help? Is there a superhero nearby? Or Steph?
From speakers mounted somewhere, Renard's voice just kind of booms out, just like, "Oh yes, the Centurions have been notified. Apparently, y'all are perfectly capable. Also, there's a bank robbery downtown, and they're a bit busy."
Right, we're superheroes in training. Okay.
and when they hear that, the Red just goes, "What? We're the best. You think these kids can take us, old man?"
Well, we're taking care of you well enough.
And at that moment, your portal opens and Blue comes flying through and kicks you in the head.
Ow.
I love it when people tee up lines for me to bring plot points back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome anytime.
Raph, Stone Strike, what are y'all doing? White is still feeling a bit not quite willing to engage. Green is still off a bridge somewhere. Pink is occupied. Blue is flexing, and Red's annoyed, and y'all don't know what's going on with the Black Ninja yet.
Hey, bud, can you summon like a big ass boulder or something with that thing? We could talking to Raph.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna toss you up in the air. You just land on top of this guy.
The red one?
Whichever one. Well, I'm a pretty good aim at this.
So which one are you aiming at? You got three choices. One of them might do a little splash damage on Aram if you go for Blue.
I will not pick that one. I will pick whichever one is clearest of most of my allies.
Probably.
And the vehicle.
Probably. Oh, and clear the vehicle. That's White, the one you've already been beating up on.
Okay. Well, and then the pink one is still trying to get in the back of the vehicle.
No, Pink one. He is busy dealing with shadow fighters.
All right.
And diet soda and all over himself.
All right. Well, Aram, just be careful, and I'm just gonna grab Wrath and just underhandedly toss him like as high as I can into the air.
Okay. Let's call this a team attack. So, Stone Strike, I want you to unleash your power. So roll plus freak. Wrath, I guess roll plus danger to just directly engage a threat.
11 on 9.
Okay.
Okay, so Stone Strike, you are absolutely fastball specialing Wrath into the air.
I hope you could put some wings on whatever object you're about to summon underneath you. I just imagine you'd summon an object underneath you to aid in smashing it so you don't get hurt or something. Like something sharp, maybe?
Yeah. Wrath, if anyone can see his face as he's flying through the air, it's not a face of fear or anything. It's the face of, I have to find a good name for this. Now he's come back down. I think the only thing he can think of is, here we go, strike bros bowling, and just makes a giant bowling ball.
That's awesome.
All right. So you, the white ninja is out of the fight, and you are fine. Like you just like bounce off of your own construct, pull a superhero landing.
I look right
Ta-da!
at- I look right at Red.
Red is just like, okay.
We're the best.
Red will remember that. Let's see. IDK, Star, Activist, what y'all got?
Is there any like ninja that's just like chilling? That's like kind of not, maybe just like what's the term for like just idle animation? Like just kind of sitting there like not really doing anything.
The Black Ninja has not yet made an appearance in this fight. They are currently on the other side of the car, and they have not yet been engaged.
Okay, I think I'm gonna float over there, and I've been thinking about the other superpower that I have, which is the like pheromones or something like that. I'm like ridiculously attractive or something. And I think if I'm going to use this as a power, then I think I'm gonna on a hit. It's more like I charm them and they're like friendly with me. And if I don't, or if I do a full hit, then it's more like a suggestion where I can just like tell them to do whatever I want them to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What are you gonna roll for me? Unleash your power or directly engage a threat?
I'm gonna unleash my powers, and I'm gonna walk over to the black ninja, and I say, "Well, you're not very noticeable at all, and you're not really that neon. Maybe you should just not be a part of this team anymore."
Okay. Oh, that's a full hit. Oh man. Look, she's had a bad day. Her fiance just got like a can of soda detonated in his face, and like weird shadow dude.
Thing, honey. You're
on
like,
him.
don't you want to be an accountant?
I've been trying to get out of this gig and start a family for a while, and just.
And accounting is so much more exciting.
You know, I am pretty good with numbers.
Yeah.
And if anyone disagrees with me or tries to like steal from me, I can just kill them.
Yeah. Accounting is the most exciting job ever.
I can be a combat accountant.
Exactly. You don't need to do this.
The mob down in the Steam District needed someone to run numbers for them.
I get the guy's
I'm gonna
number.
go. And she like does like a ninja smoke bomb and is out of the fight and possibly out of the Neon Ninjas and might have just broken up with her boyfriend. You're not entirely sure.
She's definitely putting in her letter of resignation.
Red is furious at this turn of events and has like a hand up to his ear and is screaming at Green to get back up the bridge and telling Pink to deal with these fake puppets. And
can I try to telekinesis that off his head?
1 second. Hacktivist hasn't gone yet this round. What's he got going on? Because you can see him directly through that front windshield.
Yeah, so they've all got electrical devices in their ears, do they?
Apparently, at least the red one does.
Trying to decide what Hacktivist would do. She's going to take the easy way out. She's going to fry that electrical device in his ear.
All right. What you gonna roll for that?
Would you say danger, directly engage threat?
Sounds great. Perfect. Describe what happens to this poor man as his comm unit basically explodes.
Yeah, I would say that, I mean, you can see sort of the earpiece like fly away in fragments, and I think that he's probably got some pretty severe ringing in his ear and a pretty good headache. Like he's at a minimum disoriented.
Perfect. As a bonus, he does kind of stagger away from the vehicle, and part of the mask got pulled off with it. And you can kind of see their face, and they're not looking happy, but they do look surprisingly young to be leading the Neon Ninjas. Aram, if you're not busy being flexed on by the Blue Ninja, you wouldn't feel that. And Hacktivist, you immediately know, like, wait a minute.
How she's gonna roll down the window and lean her head out and go, "These aren't the real ninjas."
Can Star see any of this or no?
If you'd like to, yeah, it's all been going on around. You have basically like 360-degree view out windows all around you.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, first she's gonna be like, "Is that a loser from? Is that just some random loser?" And then she's gonna ask Hacktivist, she's like, "When we get our earpieces, can you make sure they don't blow up like that?"
What? You lost your earpiece? I'll get you another one. Yeah, I'll make
Yeah.
sure. I'll make sure.
Thanks.
Hey,
Probably when she was hopping
Star,
around on rocks.
Can you just let's see, hit any of the dice roll buttons for me? Doesn't matter what. I just basically want an odd or even roll here from you.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm like really bad at this for some reason.
It is a-okay. If you pull up your character sheet, where it says labels in roll
I just have
20.
Just have to pull my sheet up again. That's all. I lost
Okay,
it.
yeah,
I
you're fine.
lose my sheet constantly.
Yeah, it's roll 20 is great, except for when it's not.
It's frequently not.
Okay, I rolled something or I pressed the button. Did it work that time?
Didn't. That's strange. Okay.
I pressed it again.
Okay. Did a little string come up that says situational bonus penalty?
Yeah, you have to hit continue on that little pop-up window that pops up in front of your normal Roll20 window when that happens.
Did anything work?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that worked.
Sorry, I was just pressing all of them.
Yeah, you are good. So,
Oh, Matt rolled that one. Never mind.
do you want to know who this kid is?
Yes.
Do you want this to be someone Star recognizes from Eon City?
Sure, yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that in the off week. But you're gonna have an in with the current leader of the Neon Ninjas.
That jerk.
Blue noticed Hacktivist stick her head out the window, just goes, "Hey, we are two of the real ones." So he is a little distracted. If anyone would like to do something about that.
I mean, Hacktivist will, but I feel like
Go
it's
ahead,
other people's
Hacktivist.
turn.
Oh. I will.
You okay?
Yeah. Can I? So I'm gonna actually a quick clarification. So when I did the portal thing, did I notice something was wrong with my portal when I couldn't do like the other end of the portal?
Sure.
Oh. So it wasn't like so currently my powers are going like erratic, or is it?
We can chalk that up however you'd like. Like you were caught by surprise, or you were thinking about other things. You were more concerned about what Stone Strike had told you. Like
Okay. Okay.
you were not fully focused on the moment, and you basically reacted on instinct to make him not hit you in the face
Okay. Yeah.
until he did.
Okay. I am going to drop a portal under Stone Strike.
Okay.
And out of the portal, he's gonna fly out 15 feet from above, wailing into the blue ninja.
All right.
Only 15 feet.
20 feet.
There we go.
So the first question is, Stone Strike, you cool with that?
Heck yeah, we've been talking about.
Oh
it
yeah,
privately.
yeah.
Great. Awesome.
I'll say we've been whispering back. We've been going back and forth on our earpieces, discussing the next tactic, kind of like in the heat of things. I'd say.
Perfect. I love it. So roll me either directly engage a threat or unleash your power.
Unleash the powers. Because hold on, it's not okay. Cool.
Okay. So this was unleash your powers. All right. Go ahead and mark a condition. And this is going to work because it's awesome, and I want to encourage people to do awesome things.
One quick question.
Yes.
So I don't know, it's depending on the blow, but does it count as me like hitting someone hard?
I think if you had gotten a full hit, absolutely it would have.
Damn it.
So basically, Stone Strike, you are also hitting for the damage. So you get to choose one off of that list. Resist or avoid their return blow. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opponent. How you want to do that? Stone Strike?
Sorry. Elbow drop. People's
Okay.
elbow.
All right, so we're gonna go with impress, surprise, or frighten then. So
Yep.
Blue is gonna be taken out of the fight by this pretty well. Aram, the conditional thing that happens because of your power, the thing where it says will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. I'm gonna change that up a little bit. You get the distinct feeling that someone from your family who also has these shadow powers can like feel when you're using stuff and knows that you didn't quite aim as well as you could have on that one. One of your family members is taking notes. All right. So Stone Strike comes flying out of a portal. Elbow drops Blue. Blue is out of the fight. Red is disoriented, and Pink is still occupied by shadow people. Raph, IDK, what do y'all got going on?
All right. Since Red is disoriented, I'm gonna try to put him in a cage.
Oh, perfect.
So I think that's Freak to unleash powers.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's see. 8.
Okay, so you are going to be able to do this. It is going mark a condition for me, any one of your choice, and the effect is going to be unstable or temporary. We'll get to that in a minute. Just we'll put a pin in that for 1 second here. But he is currently in a cage. IDK Star, currently the only one who's not out of this fight is the pink one.
And the pink one's occupied by shadow people.
He seems to be doing pretty good now that he's gotten most of the soda out of his eyes.
Oh, I'm gonna try and like use my brain powers, my mind speaking powers to suggest that their life is miserable now because they don't have a fiance anymore.
Oh no! All right, roll that for me.
Don't do them like that.
On a bridge.
Well, Pink is gonna be leaving this fight pretty suddenly to go have a real long think about the choices he's made in life. Another ninja smoke bomb goes off, and Nox's shadow people now don't have anyone to fight. And this fight is over. The red one is still in a cage. Or wait, hold on. Raph, roll me and assess the situation real fast.
Oh,
Something
no.
seems a little fishy.
Oh, that's about superior. Oh, so glad I have -1 to that. Okay. Okay.
So
5.
okay, so you notice this a little too late. He's looking right at you, and you see him just mouth the words, Wrath the One. And then all that's left is a pile of clothes around a wooden log. Like the ninja outfit is on a wooden log, and he is gone. Reynard opens the door on his side of the Suburban, walks around, just goes, nicely done. Now, young sirs, young madams, if you would, please climb back into the vehicle and we'll continue our tour for the day.
But as everyone's still out, everyone's still kind of like grouped up. I'm gonna take the bulb out of my pocket that I was gifted, and I'm just gonna like crush it in my hand and drop it onto the ground.
Okay. Pick any one of your labels and roll for me. Your choice.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, would it make sense to pick the one I have the highest point in, or should I pick something that whatever? That's what I'm gonna do. Freak.
Okay.
A 9.
Okay. Cool. So you know that the bulb shattered, and IDK can probably tell that something changed about it, but the rest of y'all don't see anything.
Can I pick it up?
No, there are not pieces.
Okay.
And for just story purposes, Stone Strike, when you open your hand again, it's gone. You
right.
do not see it.
Just making sure. I'm gonna look at try and open the cracks of it in the stone and mud of my hand to make sure it's not made its way in and seeded itself.
There's nothing there. There's nothing left.
All right. Yeah, just in case. I don't want her hurting anybody, you know.
I look over at the log with clothing, and I go, "Geez, why don't they just escape with their clothes on? Holy gosh!"
I wonder if that. Sorry, what were you saying?
Over it, what's going on?
I'm gonna look at the log. I wonder if that's one of my cousins. Get it?
Are you being serious right now?
Yes.
No, I'm not serious. That was funny. Sorry.
So did I notice something change about it before or after it was crushed?
As he was doing the crushing motion, something changed.
I want to assess the situation.
Go right ahead.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
So I had something planned for if I failed, but
okay. So the change you felt was not a change of state. So it wasn't like you did not feel it go from whole to broken. It was more of it was more almost like a teleport. if you've ever felt one of those. Like it was a change in position,
Oh,
sort of. It's a weird feeling, but you know it is no longer here.
ah. I think it ran away. I think it ran away because we talked about it too much.
What
And
ran
I'm
away?
saying this to Stone Strike.
Oh,
Yeah, that's weird. That makes me feel better though.
I'm gonna go over and take the ninja's clothing.
Okay, the red one.
Yeah, the red one.
Okay.
Good. I'll sell it on eBay. If you need
Yeah.
this, here it is.
What happened to the green one?
What's a cosplay nerds?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go look over the edge of the bridge?
Yeah, is he still just submerged?
He is gone.
Oh, okay.
There's no sign of him.
Like, are we
Is,
just letting
is there a
person
sign of green clothing?
Nope.
Damn it.
go? Just making sure nobody's like drowning down there.
And so Reynard eventually gets y'all back in the stretch Suburban, climbs back into the driver's seat, pushes a button, and there's like a clanking, almost transformery noise, and the wall panel that the door was attached to, like shrinks in size a little bit, like it gets less thick, and a new door kind of grows out of it. And he just goes, now that we've got that sorted, we can continue on. Our first stop. Let's see here. Do we want to go to see your new school, or do we want to go to the Museum of Natural History? Ah, I know. The Harper's Bay Museum. And this episode is going to close with y'all driving down the road into the rising sun of the morning, off to go to what is, by all accounts, the most boring museum, because all it does is talk about the original city that Eon City was built on. And it's not a good one. It's a pretty boring museum. So that's where we're going to cut it off. Before we head into our closing stuff, though, we're going to do the end of game things that we are going to be starting to do. End of session. Each one of y'all is going to choose one of these three things. Either you're going to grow closer to the team. If you choose that one, you're going to explain who made you feel welcome and give influence to that character and clear a condition, or if you don't have one to clear, mark potential. Your second choice, grow into your own image of yourself. Explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another down. Or finally, grow away from the team. Explain why you feel detached and take influence over you away from another character.
Sarah
Alright.
wants to grow closer to the team
Okay.
because she felt like she was concerned that somebody would get hurt.
All right.
With the terrible ninjas that jumped out.
Perfect. I don't think that you have any conditions, so you can mark potential. So check one of those boxes, and we'll be working up towards your next advancement.
XP, XP.
XP, XP.
I think Stone Strike would definitely have grown closer to the team by destroying the bulb and by doing a couple of team up moves with Nox. And so I grew closer to them, and I grew closer to Wrath as well through the team up moves.
All right.
and
Do you
I
have
do have a
any conditions to clear, or did you
Yeah.
want to mark potential?
I'm still angry because I inadvertently was helping people hurt people, but I didn't get to hurt people or break anything after I got angry, so I wasn't able to get rid of it. So I'll go ahead and calm my anger down a bit.
Perfect. All right. Who's next?
Not gonna lie, I forgot the middle choice already.
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Grow into your own image of yourself. Explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another down.
Could you screenshot that sometime and make it a handout and roll 20?
It is in that same folder, that Google Drive folder that I linked to y'all. It is the Mass Basic Moves page.
That
Oh, I
requires me
have
to
that
click
open.
things.
Whoops.
It's on the second page under end of session peripheral moves.
Whatever, I've got it open already anyway.
Yeah,
Cool.
me too. Gosh, should just read.
Sorry, I need to remind y'all about that page because it's very useful.
I had
is-
it open the whole time. I just didn't. I keep it open on the basic moves section. And I
Hey,
haven't
that's all.
scrolled to
That's
the next
all
one.
y'all really need most of the time.
I mean, it's like me with the player handbooks. Like sometimes there's like conditions or like paralyzed. I still look over my computer and not the book.
Yeah, I need to get the physical book.
Yeah, and to get used to the physical copy.
Yeah. It's easy to copy. I mean, honestly, it's a good when you're playing online. The tendency is to look at a PDF anyway because you can copy and paste information on the sheets and stuff. So
Yep.
I absolutely love having a physical copy of a book in front of me because, well, my computer is like 10, 15 years old, and like I can't have that many windows open.
Fair.
yeah,
And it's like I just like having something in my hand.
It's good.
yeah. I like both for sure. I have a whole bookcase of stuff. Even if I have a PDF of something, I still have to get the physical copy. I'll pay for both sometimes.
All
Most of
right.
the time I pay for
All right. Aram, Raph, Margot, IDK. What are y'all choosing?
Hello? I'll go middle option.
Okay. Which label did you shift, and how are you feeling about yourself?
Oh, one up and one down, huh? Okay.
Mhm.
I'll up. Oh boy. I'll up my freak and lower my savior. I haven't really saved anybody lately.
Okay.
I think Raph, with his powers has come a surprising amount of issues. Lots of memory loss. Kind of hadn't had a moment to really grasp what kind of hero he wants to be, but today got to, with the team, face off against Neon Nobodies and have the very first, I'd say, heroic win in this new city that they're going to be protecting.
Heck yeah.
So I think it's finally starting to come together, the whole hero thing.
All right. IDK, Aram, Margot, what y'all got?
Margot is going to also grow into your own image of yourself, and she sees herself as not a hero, not quite a hero, not really. So, and she didn't do anything during that except hide in the car, fight with her mom, and kind of, because she was angry with her mom, fry some guy's earpiece. So I am going to decrease savior and increase superior.
Okay. All right. IDK, Aram.
I think I'm gonna grow closer to the team, because I think I feel like at the end there, like Stone Strike totally like rejected this entity that I found extra threatening, and like I feel like that was really important for my character because that kind of well, I can trust these people, and we did a fight together, and it seems like we're all committed to this that's here rather than like our own individual issues. And I don't have a condition, so I'm just going to mark potential.
Perfect. All right. Aram.
I'm actually gonna do the first one as well because Stone Strike came. I feel like Stone Strike in this session, Stone Strike like you would have like the influence because Stone Strike's the one who confide to me about the person and the bulb thing and stuff like that. And then we have like team fight with me and Stone Strike, and also Aram was like very during the ninja situation. Aram was not only being themselves but also being very protective of Margot in ways of where they were trying to have themselves be like the focus, or the other team be the focus, while Margot can like do something on her own whims. So like so yeah, I think Aaron's been trying to get closer to the team. So definitely the first one. In terms of condition, I don't know. Okay, so it's between anger and I think hopeless.
Okay.
Or the one that is relieve yourself. I was gonna ask while we do the boring museum to Raynar, do you happen to have any alcohol?
We will talk about that off screen. We will see what happens. We will talk.
Great, because if it's a yes, then I would take away anger. If no, then hopeless.
Okay, I will let you know. We will talk about that.
Cool.
All right. Great. Awesome. So the panel shifts away from y'all driving down the highway to a skyscraper, the penthouse office of a skyscraper in the Rise, the tech district of Eon City. A striking woman looks up from her desk as Nightshade enters the office. Nightshade, the villain that Stone Strike met, looks at Allison St. Vincent and just goes, "Allison, that was rash. Don't you worry. We're gonna get your daughter back on the right side of this. But you need to let me handle things, don't you?" And Allison's eyes glow green for just 1 second. And that's where we're wrapping up this episode today. Thank you all so much for watching.
Who's Allison?
Wait, who's Allison?
Y'all don't
Her
know.
mom?
Y'all don't know.
Oh no, out of game. I mean,
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
just tell me anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Spoilers.
yeah.
Come on.
yeah, I'm not
Stimmy,
gonna
stimmy,
meta
yeah.
game.
Y'all are going to have to tune in next time and find out.
Damn it!
Yes. I'm
So-
just kidding.
We're going to do our wrap ups here. We're going to start with Nikki. Nikki, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And anything else you'd like to share?
I kind of liked. I don't know. I liked the whole thing, like the whole fight thing, and I just kind of IDK kind of like completely demoralized the bad guys, and they quit. She got told them to just quit.
Oh, those poor ninjas.
You should go home and rethink your life. I should go home and rethink my life.
What is living?
So where can we find you next? And anything else you'd like to share?
I'm on this channel on Tuesday, playing Hunters of Calamity 2, Season 2. And I don't know what else I want to say. I just had a lot of fun
Awesome.
today.
Okay. Stace,
Man,
what was
I
your
have to
favorite part?
Gosh, I gotta say Super Strike Bros.
That was real good.
That was sick. I was all about it. And I started thinking like, what combos could Hacktivist have, with those
Heck
guys.
yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see on that. So I can be found around the internet as Stace Windu. That's my handle on Twitter. I also am part of a Numenera actual play podcast that releases every Wednesday, Explorers Wanted. You can find us on explorerswanted.fm. And is there a third part of this?
Anything else you'd like to share? Promote?
No,
Okay.
it was fun.
All right. Leopold.
Well, obviously team up moves are always cool because I've been a huge like Marvel Ultimate Alliance fan since this game started coming out.
Yes.
I just love the idea of team up moves, and seeing them in role playing games are always like my favorite thing to do. But outside of combat, just everyone's general flavor of how they describe like their day and their room was that sort of thing's always my favorite part of a session. Just like getting people's like personal, getting a look into what people's personal spaces look like and like what they do when no one else is around and stuff is always interesting. And what was the next one? Where you can find me next?
Yep.
That's the next one, right? Okay. Let's see. Well, this is the only show I'm on this season for now. But probably next session I'll have a Wednesday show to plug because we're getting a Lancers game in the works. But for now, let's see. This Sunday at 5 p.m. Central, I'm going to be reprising my role as a snobby elven fop turned drunken homeless soothsayer in a Zweihander game called Horror in Huttenberg. I'm going to be a guest for probably the next couple of Sundays. It's at 5 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/TT2KB. That's tabletop 2 keyboard, TT2KB. I'm not in Twitch. I can't type it. But yeah, that's a really fun one. I'm excited. The characters have heard about this elf living under a bridge, ranting and raving about like a fire deity coming down and destroying a neighboring town, which is what happened at the end of our previous campaign. So they're going to encounter me under a bridge. So that's going to be pretty fun. But yeah, and then on Fridays before this game at around 2 p.m. Central. I say around 2 p.m. Central. You might want to show up at 2:30 because that's probably more likely when we're going to get started. But my friends and I, some people that are actually in Hunters and Calamity with Nikki, Patrick, and Zan, they are in a in-character Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough that we do on bi-weekly on Fridays before this game, like I said, around 2 p.m. Central, and that's on twitch.tv/AttackTrick, ATTACKTRIK. That's a good time. Lots of goofs, lots of setting each other on fire. I don't know if you ever played Divinity Original Sin, but it's fun to watch people play in character in that. But anyway, all right. Sorry, I talked a lot.
Cloaca related? I can't.
Cloaca, yeah, there's a lot of cloaca discussion that happens because someone's playing a lizard and he for the longest time wasn't wearing pants. So anyway, it's interesting. NSFW. All right.
All right, Kat, what was your favorite part?
I have to say, like, my favorite part was when Star like fought or like sprayed the can of soda in the Pink's face. Like, that was just everybody's whipping out their superpowers, and Star's just like down to earth, like just using like what's available, and not going like too crazy about stuff. And I appreciated that. I'm Kat. I play a character that has a name that is a bunch of random acronyms smushed together. You can find me again, the same time, same place. I don't really have anything else going on at the moment. And if you want to watch me, or if you want to see like bi-weekly updates on Instagram about random stupid projects I'm working on in my new house, Kat named Schrodinger. That's a thing I can plug right now.
Awesome. Brian, what was your favorite part?
Yeah, honestly, my favorite part was like the whole fight because it's so interesting to see how, like, as superheroes, or even like as superheroes in training, we find like different fighting style or different ways of fighting or not fighting. on the basis of our characters. Like we have me, Raph, and Leo dishing out with our powers and stuff like that, and then we have like physically, and then we have like Kat, Margot using their powers either mentally or cybernetically, and then we have Star throwing using environment as part of the combat. So it's very interesting to see how we all do things differently and eventually come together. And also the team combos are awesome. In terms of where you'll find me next, my Twitter is my old Twitter handle, which is at CageBirdsLonin. I also have both a YouTube and a Twitch channel under the name A Stray Persona. I will upload videos on YouTube. I will have my first stream in a while next Monday. And I will have like updates on when I will stream on my Twitter handle. I always give updates there. And other than that, I'm basically just joining different voice acting projects and acting all over the internet. So you might see me here and there.
All right. And Mr. Parr, what was your favorite part?
I think two individual moments, I think. Just Stone Strike deciding to fling Wrath far, 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 far into the sky, knowing that he can't fly. Was definitely a choice.
Yeah, I didn't ask really first.
And
And where can people find you?
Oh wait, my other moment is Aram using getting his comeuppance with the portal.
Yeah.
It was a nice little moment.
That was not called for.
That was probably the best thing the Neon Ninjas have ever done, let's be honest.
Probably
That's
it looked
true.
badass. It looked great. You can find me on my own Twitch channel. At some point, I stream. Well, it seems whenever I feel like nowadays. Mr. Parr. Oh, so much easier to say.
Nice.
So good. You can find me on Twitter at LTALIG. I understand that's a bit of a strange handle to have. I will also hopefully be point. It's all under a rebrand. It's all in under construction, as I shall say. You can find me here next Friday, for both Friday games. I play Monster of the Week in the first one, and back here for Masks again.
And it'll be probably about 3 weeks before when we start our Lancers game, right? You still gonna play in that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing change about that. Yeah, I think that's me wrapped up actually.
Awesome. And I'm Matt, the GM of this awesome campaign. For me, I love how much y'all are just digging in on these wacky situations that I'm throwing your way. But for me, kind of the highlight of this was Hacktivist I'm just going to text my mom and find out what's going on. I was not expecting that at all. That was wonderful. Y'all can find me on Twitter at Jam Game Streams. I'll be streaming on there on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Hoadley. The one podcast that I'm doing consistently right now, just updated today, that's Hard Reboot. We dropped an episode where me and two of my buddies, we tried to give a fresh coat of paint to the Orson Welles' or H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, which meant we had to tackle time travel while we were all a beer in, and it went about as well as you'd expect. There are diagrams. So you can check that out. You can check that out on Twitter at RebootCast for all the information on it. And yeah, that about wraps us up. Raven, I think it's back over to you.
Fantastic. That was so much fun to watch. I really enjoyed the ninja fight. That was great. But yeah, thank you all so much. We're going to go on a raid. We've got our raid cry here, which is a Naruto run out. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon, which you'll see there in chat. It is a great way to support what I do here, and as well as my art and other projects. Hey, Polished. Good to see you. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff happening on Patreon right now. There's a lot of art from some of these shows that are going on to there, as well as onto products on the Etsy store like shirts and magnets and things like that. There's a lot of really cool stuff there. You can find me next on the channel here. That's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Animus Absentus, which is our sci-fi adventure. That's going to be a lot of fun. There might possibly be an earlier video game stream tomorrow too. It just depends on how the day goes for me, but I might play some Minecraft or Magic or something like that and hop on here. If I do, I will let you know on Twitter and in Discord, which is another good thing to hop on. If you'd like, it's a pretty cool community server that you can join there at that link. But we're going to go raid Chromatic Chimera. They are pretty awesome channel. They're playing some top as well. And I am sure that yeah, it looks like they're playing Spy Hand. I'm sure I'm going to misspell it, so I'm just going to copy that. There we go. So yeah, we're going to go on that raid. Be sure to say hello, give them a follow if you're not doing so already, and drop your raid cry in chat as we go over. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.